Hello! Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome everyone. I am Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, and this coaching conversation is for individuals, especially parents who wanted to really like overcome the different challenges in life. So this coaching conversation is especially for every one of you. And especially if you want to come out from any challenges, overcome any challenges that you are facing right now. I know it's of different forms, at different sizes na mga challenges, but you want to get out as the best version of yourself, then this conversation is for you. Okay, so we and I am this also conversation will actually empower everyone. Okay, because my mission is to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children and to win the fight. Okay, win the fight for mental wellness at home. So thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video so that we can reach more individuals who might be needing of what we're going to be talking today, or how what I'm going to be sharing with them today. So you may also give a shout out to people you want to greet and reach out with some messages. Probably you have some messages from the heart that you wanna give it to them, or para makuha nila, no? Please do like comment in the comment section of this video. And also, if you're watching this on a replay, comment hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines, and also Coach A YouTube Coach AI Connect channel. Okay, so if you're new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe so that you get the notification, no, when we have some like events or sessions or talks like this that will just simply fill your digital space, no, with beautiful learnings. So just follow, subscribe, no, for you to really like be alerted and to have the prompt that we're having this such an talk or session or conversation. So welcome everyone to coaching for overcoming, and I am Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines. I'm a professional co-actively co-create certified life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. And I am also a scholar to Master Coach, a six steps to a six-figure public speaking career training, and a Master Builder Apprentice to Master Coach's Master Builder Apprenticeship Program. And we build a tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I am the founder and the creator of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent. Ito na yung sinasabi ko po sa inyo kanina, no? That this is an advocacy of mine to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. And of course, it starts always when parents are mentally fit. So kaya po ito yung mga reason why Life Coach Philippines created Coaching Think Talk for all the learnings, and so that every individual will really like receive or have a platform to learn and to have that awareness, so how they can be mentally fit. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And this afternoon, okay, I'm gonna be talking about overcoming. So every Wednesday at 2 p.m., ito po yung ating sessions, and our conversation would center on overcoming. So when you talk about overcoming is basically being able to deal with whatever challenges that is coming your way. So ito po yung isang magandang pag-usapan, because at this time in our life, there are a lot really of of that has been happening, no, maraming nangyayari ngayon, and there are a lot of people who feel like hindi na nila kaya, no, but we are created to overcome, and that's the very reason that I'm coming in every Wednesday to create awareness that whatever struggle, whatever problems you have, you are created to overcome. That's the very reason we have this session on overcoming. And this afternoon, I'm going to be sharing with you overcoming self doubt. But before I go to that, no, let me encourage each and every one of you. You be either come in watching this on a replay. That if there's something that you have gained, okay, there's something that you have learned, or something that you're resonating or like relating with the topic that I'm sharing, okay, within the discussion, you just get an excerpt of that, whatever it is, a sentence or two, a word probably, and you can post it in your timeline, put hashtag pack my bag moment or hashtag coaching TikTok. Yung pack my bag moment, it means that um, there was something in the discussion or there's something in the sharing that nakuha mo, which like opened your thoughts, opened your mind, and you're able to like really say, wow, that's it. It's a big learning. Like nagbukas talaga yung 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 mind mo na ganyan pala yun, yan pala ang ibig sabihin, or yes, it happened to me. So that is what you call that pack my bag moment. Parang nagpunta ka lang ng seminar, no, and you get something and feel like yun na lang talaga yung nasa brain mo kasi yun talaga yung nag-resonate ka. So that's the pack my bag moment. So just get it, post it in your timeline so that you can help other people who might be needing that also. So if it resonated with you, most probably it has resonated also. It will resonate also to other people. Okay, so let's now move on. So self doubt. So self doubt. So how many times have you ever like questioned yourself? How many times tinanong mo yung sarili mo? Like was there any what was the situation that you were in where you were able to like ask yourself, kaya ko ba to? Or naku, hindi ko to kaya, or what if I fail? Paano kung ganito yung mangyari? So those are like questioning yourself and your capability. So when you talk about self-doubt, okay, self-doubt is basically a lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. Okay, probably when you were growing up, may mga project ka, kaya ko ba yung gawin? Okay, or you're being asked to become an officer. Ito yung common sa high school, no? At the start of every school year, there will always be an election. May election yan of president, vice president, secretary, and all those things. Even at that level, no, people will say, ayoko, di ko kaya. So, they cannot be nominated. So, ito yung unang pumasok sa isip ko if I look back in high school, no. Where did self-doubt started with me? So, when I was in high school, ganyan. Ay naku, hindi ako pwede, ayoko mag-secretary, magsusulat ng marami. Ayoko din mag-president, maglilid ng marami. So, ganun. So, lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. Okay? So, kulang ka doon. Next is, it is characterized by a feeling of uncertainty. Uncertainty regarding one or more aspect of the self. Hindi ka sure. Okay? So, when you talk about uncertainty, hindi pa nangyayari at hindi hindi mo alam kung magagampanan mo or mangyayari ba yun. Okay, so it's uncertain. So there's a feeling like parang hindi ako sure. Parang hindi ko kaya. Hindi pa siya nangyayari pero nasa brain mo na hindi ko siya kaya. Okay? So you have that uncertainty regarding one or more aspect of the self. So there are many areas of the self. Pwede yung emotionally, mentally, your behavior, pero sabihin mo, hindi ko kaya, hindi ko kaya. Okay? So, that's another way at looking at self-doubt. You know na you're doubting yourself if there's a feeling of uncertainty in your capability. Parang hindi ko ata kayang gawin yan. Hindi ko ata mapapasa yan. Hindi ko kaya yung work na yan. So, but it hasn't happened yet. So, you are uncertain kung ma-deliver mo. Next is you have to understand when you talk about self-doubt, 85% of the population, 85% of the population are affected by low self-esteem. That's from the book written by Dr. Joe Rubino on self-esteem. Okay, so 85% of the population are affected by low self-esteem. And in another study, it further revealed that between 11 to 14 years old, okay, yung self-esteem bumababa 15%. So why are we talking about self-esteem when we are talking about self-doubt? Well, the antonym or the opposite of self-doubt is self-esteem. And when you talk about self-esteem, it's now your capability or your believing of yourself, how much you're believing of yourself. So, ang opposite nun is self-doubt. Okay? Naniniwala kang hindi mo kaya. Yung self-esteem is naniniwala kang kaya mo. Okay? So, between 11 to 14 years old, okay, the study shows that 50% of the individual in this age, in this range, says they were unhappy with their appearance. Ito yung isang study, no? So, yung hitsura pa lang nila brings down their self-esteem, no? They're not happy. They're not happy with how they look. Okay? Hindi nila, hindi sila satisfied or they're not happy with their appearance. This is 11 to 14. Ito din yung period na yung mga bata mostly like to compare themselves with other people in appearance, in socioeconomic status ng family nila or even their family structure na kukumpare nila. Bakit yung ano yung nanay niya nakakaintindi, bakit yung sa akin hindi. So ito yung period na ito. And in the study also it reveals that 4 in 5 women, imagine ang laki, 4 in 5 women have self-esteem issues. So may mga self-esteem issues yung mga babae. So hello Joy, thank you so much for joining me. We're talking about self-doubt, okay? So 4 in 5 women have self-esteem issues daw. So asan tayo doon Joy? Kasama ba tayo sa statistic, no? But you know, if you look deep inside, if you look deep inside, if you look into yourself, there will always be one incident, one or two probably. I don't think I believe you'll be able to remember this, no? Na meron talagang incident sa buhay mo, nag-doubt ka sa sarili mo. Nag-doubt ka sa sarili mo. Hi Coach Mao, thank you for joining me. There would always be one time. So I believe yung 4 in 5 women na there's a self-esteem issue, kasama ko dun. Okay? Kasi may mga period talaga na I doubt myself. Okay? So if hindi siya mawawala, it's part of life. Okay? It's part of life po yung issues on self-esteem. It attacks and it is being experienced not just by people who are educated, also non-educated, for people who are poor, for people who are rich, no? It's like everyone. Okay, so yes, Joy, relate, no? So self-doubt, okay? So imagine if you have children, no, between 11 to 14 years old, knowing that at this time, bumababa yung self-esteem ng mga bata by 15%. If you're a parent, you're gonna be able to plan out an arrest para hindi, okay, para hindi ma-affected, para ma-support natin yung ating mga anak. Okay? So that's self-doubt. Now, when you talk about self-doubt, you can't help but talk about imposter syndrome. Now, this was mentioned by, I think, several times by Master Coach A. Itong imposter syndrome. It goes hand in hand with self-doubt. What is this is imposter syndrome? When you talk about imposter syndrome, psychologists describe it as the experience of being fraud despite having achieved success. So alam mo, na-accomplish mo na itong mga bagay, alam mo, you finish college, you have a job, you have job experience, and yet you feel like you're pretending. You feel like when you're given a job, feeling mo hindi ko to alam, parang nagpo-project lang, hindi to totoo. So there is a feeling of not qualified enough or doing well enough. Parang hindi naman eh. Like many people would say, wow, your life is so good, ganyan, you're being praised. So sabihin mo, in the back of your mind, you'd always say, hindi naman eh. Parang hindi ko pa naman na ano. Okay. Of course, there's a delineation with you hitting a goal, but there's also, you also telling yourself, hindi naman eh. So you're like counteracting, okay? Counteracting whatever is being said to you because you're not believing of yourself. We call that the imposter syndrome. Nagawa mo na in spite of all those achievements, may mga proof naman ng mga achievement na yan, yet you say, I feel like fake. I feel like I'm a fake kasi hindi ko, ang feeling ko hindi naman totoo. So that's the imposter syndrome. So be very aware of that if pumupunta ka na sa shift of being an imposter. Okay? Yung feeling mo you're a fraud. Kasi hindi siya helpful and will not be healthy to you. Okay? So, what are the causes of self-doubt? Bakit nga ba, we doubt ourselves in spite of the many accolades, naging honor student ka, marami ka ng, even the fact that na may mga pinagdaanan ka and you got really like, tumayo ka, nakatayo ka sa sarili mong paa. Okay? You're there already, yet you feel like you are not capable. Okay? You're not capable. So what are the causes? Una, okay, it's actually previous negative experience. So in the slides no makikita ninyo may nag-comment lang no sabi that's crazy your hair does not have your hair does have a mind of its own. Pinuna yung buhok. And when it hurts you when you receive it at a point wherein you're not really like ready and you're really in a space na masakit like yung sarili mo at the time you're not in a good space and somebody said negatively it really like got an imprint in your brain to the point that you become conscious of it. So it's basically previous negative experience that has been brought out since you were a child. Nung bata ka pa siguro sinabihan ka na you're not capable of it. Naku, ang bobo naman mo talaga. Bakit hindi mo kaagad naintindihan? Naku, hindi ka tulad ng mga kapatid mo, they're doing this well. So all this negative experience have lived an imprint in your brain na hindi siya nakalimutan. Sakit siya. So previous negative experience can cause self-doubt. And I believe this is one thing that I can resonate with that, I always felt like one thing na parang feeling ko hindi ko kaya even if I finished I finished my master's in nursing administration, and I finished also my PhD, and I took my master's. I'm a professional certified life coach. But one thing really that hurt me the most is there was an exam in high school. I was in, if I'm not mistaken, I was just in first year, and I got a zero score in math. Zero po talaga as in hindi ko talaga naintindihan yung concept. And hindi ko siya naintindihan ng concept, not because bobo ako. This is one thing that I realized, not because bobo ako, but because the way it was taught, hindi siya sa the way I'm learning. Hindi siya nag-hit doon sa the way I'm learning. Because each and every individual has a way of learning. Meron siya, ito sinabi mo, natuto ka agad siya. Sa ibang tao, kailangan gawin mo itong particular procedure para matutunan niya. It's not because the person is bobo, but because the person has a different way of learning. But I got a zero. Yes, Joy, I got a zero talaga. Tapos in-announce siya sa klase. And it really like hit me. It hit me kasi, yung pride ko noon, and at the same time also, like, I was excelling in other subject. I was doing well. So ito lang talaga siya and it really hit me. So feeling ko nahiya ako talaga. So mula noon, I hated math. And whenever the math or numbers is being mentioned, I would really like ninervyusin talaga ako. And the more that I don't learn. And I'm very grateful for having a teacher in my master's who told me no na you're panicking when you see a number. So don't panic, take it, inhale, look at it, and what if you can understand the concept, you ask me. Hello, Coach Cherry. Thank you for joining me. That's why believe ako talaga sa mga engineer like Coach Cherry here, no? Mga engineer because you excel in that. That's the very reason also I took up nursing kasi basic lang yung math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, okay? At nagagawa po siya ng calculator, okay? Nagagawa siya sa calculator, that's like computation of the medicine. So, because basically when it is math concept, it's complex for me. I need really like someone who will teach artistically, creatively so that I get the concept. But that's one thing that I have accepted with myself. And so, for other areas of my life, pinush ko siya. And doon po ako talaga nag-excel. So with math, accepted ko siya. It doesn't make me feel less of who I am. Okay? It doesn't make me feel less of who I am if I don't understand the concept. Okay? I need to relearn and keep on learning about it. And it's okay with me because we're created differently. Hello, Miss Jana. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're talking about self-doubt for those who are catching up, no? Bakit nga ba ang cause? Previous negative experience. Second is societal pressure. There's pressure really, no, to meet something, to do something. Narinig mo yan sa society, you talk it, it naging usapan probably sa bahay, sa community, and it causes you to feel the pressure the more that you're able to doubt yourself. Okay, so we're saying here when you talk about self-doubt, the antonym or the opposite dito is self-esteem. And every person is affected by this. In one point, in their life, there would always be one experience that you ask yourself, kaya ko ba talaga to? Kakayanin ko ba to? Okay, so it's natural because we're human beings, and it is like it's part. Ganun talaga siya. Okay, what makes it difficult is when it actually cage you. When it cage you that you can no longer experience anything but anxiety. You no longer nagkakaroon ka na ng mental health challenge. Okay, you're not able to get out. Hindi mo siya nalampasan to the point that it is already curtailing how you live your life. You cannot really live your best life because you are full of self-doubt na hindi ka makapagdesisyon, you can't move your life because everything nagtatanong ka kung kaya ko ba ito. Okay? So as I've said, if it's a small thing, if you're doubting now and you're able to get up from it, then it's a natural experience. But when it costs you, it paralyzes you, it cages you from moving forward with your life so that you can experience the best of who you can be, then that is something really to really like ask help from. Now, what is the impact of self-doubt? Anong nangyayari sa isang tao pag may self-doubt siya? Okay? So first is, definitely we talk about self-doubt, it's a lot of question about the self and self-capability, your abilities, you're trying to question yourself. Okay? So first is self-will downers siya. So the impact of self-doubt is self-will downers. So binababa niya yung desire mo to move. Okay? The self-will na, I can do this. Kakayanin ko to. Tatayo ako. So it's a self-will downer. So definitely, if you're downing yourself, then you're not going to be able to motivate yourself to move. So ito isa siya sa impact. Next is it's a procrastination trigger. Okay, natitrigger ka na ipagpaliban yung mga bagay na dapat mong gawin. Mamaya na lang yan. O, kasi nagdadal ka, hindi mo kaya, so mamaya na lang. I remember when we're preparing, no? For the many assignments, no? Master Coach will always say, unahin ang horse before the cart. Diba? But there are many times mahirap gawin yung horse or the main content. So, doon ka muna sa nag-color ka, nag-design ka muna ng shade. Okay, ng colors, ng shades sa slide mo kasi hindi mo pa ma-put together yung concept mo of what you want or what you're going to be speaking about, no? So, it's actually when you're doubting yourself, you procrastinate. So, it is a procrastination trigger. Next is you feel unworthy. You feel like hindi naman para sa akin yan eh. Hindi naman ano eh. Parang hindi siya ano sa bakit akong binigyan yan? Hindi naman yung trabaho na yan mas malaki yan para sa akin. I don't fit the job. I can't do the job. So you feel unworthy. It brings a sense of unworthiness sa'yo. Kasi nga bumababa kasi you're questioning your abilities. And next, it hampers personal growth. When you're doubting yourself and your ability, ang nangyayari, wala kang ginagawa. Kasi nga hindi mo kaya eh. So you are really like, you procrastinate, your will is very low, you feel unworthy, so definitely your personal growth is hampered. So ibig sabihin, naging stagnant ka. And there are a lot of people, the last time, I believe 2 Wednesdays ago, I talked about the comfort zone. I talked about the comfort zone. And a lot of people who are in the comfort zone, oftentimes than not, are in the comfort zone. They don't want to get out of the comfort because they doubt in themselves that if they can still do, something out of the comfort zone. So nagda-doubt. So definitely, ayaw mong umattend ng ganito, ayaw mong mausap ng tao na ganito, because you question yourself and your capability. So it hampers your personal growth because hindi mo na gustong gawin. So definitely, when hindi mo gawin, wala kang idea, you don't receive idea, you're not growing as a person. So it hampers personal growth. And lastly, it's a creativity stopper. Creativity stopper. Okay, so, well, if you don't have the self-will, you procrastinate things. you feel like hindi mo naman kaya, you're unworthy, and you're not growing as a person kasi takot ka, you question yourself, definitely whatever creativity that you have in you, hindi po talaga siya lalabas, hindi siya mag-grow, hindi mo siya madi-discover if you haven't discovered it. And if you have discovered that you have that certain creativity, hindi din siya lalago, hindi siya gaganda, hindi pa siya may improve because self-doubt is a creativity stopper. Talagang hindi mo siya magagawa. It will stop because you question your ability. That's the impact of self-doubt. I'm pretty sure marami din kayo probably na experience that, experience another impact of self-doubt. This is not a hard, or this is not what, ito lang po yung na-identify ko, but you may have other experiences which you can share. Actually, you can share in the comment, or you can share, you can post it later, like a reflection and insight to what we're talking about. So that's the impact of self-doubt to the self. Now, how do we get out? How do we get out of really, feeling the self, being in self-doubt? How do we overcome? Paano nga ba natin malalampasan to na mga self-doubt? Well, there are 7 questions that I want to pose to you, no? And I want you to take note, reflect a bit, even after this session. Okay? Una is, what do you truly value? Ano nga ba yung, bakit ka nagsi-self-doubt? Okay? What do you truly value that brings you to a certain level of self-doubt? Ano, what matters to you? Is your self-doubt more precious than your possibility? Okay? Because you have to be able to answer what do you truly value, because if you don't value yourself, you're not going to draw valuable things into your life. Yun ay sinabi ni Robert too. Okay? So if you don't value yourself, if you don't see yourself and your abilities as something that you have to be proud of, as something that will level you up, as something that will help you as a person, definitely you'll be attracting. Ito po yung totoo. You will attract non-valuable things as well. So try to like reflect on it. What do you truly value? What do you truly value in your life? Hello, Coach Sean. Thank you for joining us. Okay. The next question that I want you to ponder with is, who are the people in your space? So for you to overcome self-doubt, kasi nga mababa na yung believe mo sa sarili mo, okay, who are the people in your space? Tanungin mo, sino nandyan? Bakit siya importante? Because people, if you're surrounded yourself with positive and nourishing and uplifting people who believe in you, encourage you to go after your dreams and applaud your victories, you're gonna be like level up. You're gonna level up. Kasi imagine kung may kaibigan ka na who is a self-doubter as well like you. Naku, hindi ko talaga kaya, hindi ko kaya to, takot ako. At yung kaibigan mo is katulad mo rin because you attract, no? Sasabihin din niya, ako din, hindi ko rin kaya yan, mahirap talaga yan. Naku, kung ako yung nasa shoes mo, ganun din ang gagawin ko, hindi ko rin yan kaya. So who are the people in your space? You have to really like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Sino yung mga tao nandyan that will lift you up para ma-overcome mo yung self-doubt? It should be people who will really tell you that you are capable, that you have this type of, eto yung mga ginagagawa mo. So sila mismo nakikita nila yun from the outside, and so you got to understand, bakit di ko nakikita to? Nakikita nila. So it allows you to really like explore yourself more. Pag ganyan po, and it's empowering to have people na ganyan, nagli-lift up ng spirit mo and who believes in you so much. When you can't hardly believe you can do it, it will help you a lot. Next question is, what is dominating in your mind? Bakit ka nagsi-self-doubt? Ano ba yung nasa brain mo? Ano yung nandyan sa isip mo? What's in your mindset? It's important to really like look, reflect, ano nga ba yung palaging iniisip mo? Ano yung mga dialogues mo sa brain mo? Because what you nurture your mind, okay, says what you nurture your mind will actually become you. So, in this quote na sinulat ni Benjamin Disraeli, sabi niya, nurture your mind with great thoughts for you will never go any higher than you think. So, kung yung iniisip mo palagi yung mga flaws mo, yung mga negative na nagawa mo, yung mga palpak mo, definitely, hanggang dun ka lang. Kasi yun lang iniisip mo. Wala nang bagong way of thinking na na-degenerate si brain. Kasi you're filling it up, you're nurturing it with negative thoughts and self-doubt. So reflect what is dominating in your mind. Is it always, hindi ko kaya, kasi ganyan sila, kasi ako hindi, kasi ganito. Instead of telling yourself that I can do it, I'm able to achieve this, I was able to this thing, hanggang ngayon nandito pa ako, ito yung mga nagawa ko, which is a better option than thinking, ano yung mga hindi ko nagawa. Okay? So it's very important really, like, when you want to overcome self-doubt, try to reflect what is dominating in your mind. Ano yung palaging nandyan sa isip mo? Is it failure? Is it mistake? Or is the mind thinking always na, wow, I was able to do this. Wow, Minsan kasi, hindi natin naiisip yung mga victories natin kasi sa tingin natin, hindi ito victory kasi kino-compare natin yung sarili natin doon sa ibang tao. And we see their victory much more better than ours. Instead of thinking na yung victory nila, para yun sa kanila and you have your own victory because you're a different person. You're uniquely your own. I just came from a session with a client kanina, prior to this coaching ping talk. And that's one thing that we have discussed, no, that you don't feel bad if in this area, ito, kasi masaya ka, bakit ganito lang? Kasi I'm okay with it at this time. So what's the problem if you are not mentally challenged with it, you're doing well, good with yourself, at this point you're happy with this result, so be it, enjoy it, celebrate it, then compare yourself to other people and say, bakit ganun yung sa kanya? Sa kanya yun eh. You have your own journey and you have your own abilities, and sooner or later it will also grow in time when you need it in the season that you're in. You have to remember, no, may season yung kasama mo, may season ka. Meron siyang achievement na ganyan kasi appropriate yun sa season niya. You are in the season, and so you are given such abilities and mindset because of that in that season that will suit you. And later on, as you patiently wait and you patiently learn, you'll go into that season, you have also the appropriate abilities for that. So you can never, never compare yourself with other people. So what is dominating your mind? What are you feeding yourself? Okay? Nurture your mind with great thoughts. Okay? Because great thoughts will level yourself up and it will give you great results. Okay? Next is, number 4 is, who are you learning from? Saan ka ba natututo? Nag-aaral ka pa ba ngayon? Because when learning stops, growth stops as well. So who are you learning? Who are you learning from? And you know what? The most exciting thing that has been happening to me in this season is really learning. I'm 51 years old and I'm learning. I keep on learning under Master Coaching, Life Coach Philippines, all the tribe, all the discussion. I'm learning. Okay? Natututo po ako and it levels me up. So who are you learning from? Because it's very important because the person is a whole being. One of the things that will really like level you up is pag umaandar po yung ating mental energy. So dapat natututo. Hindi yung kontento ka na kasi ito yung course ko, ito naman lang yung trabaho ko, so ito lang yung gagawin ko. Have you ever explored yourself outside of the box that you are in? What are the things that I need to learn more? Okay? So, yun yung and who are you learning from? Kasi baka naman natututo ka with someone who has less knowledge than you. It's not being judgmental, but rather, like, maghanap ka. Sabi nga doon sa, in one of our lesson, no, there was a survey, there was a study conducted with, like, it was 10,000 millionaires, billionaires. And one thing is, in their they become successful, they become billionaires because they have a mentor, they have a coach, they have a cheerleader, and they have a friend. Those are crucial relationship that you need to ask yourself because you're going to be learning from these people, especially in the mentor and the coach. Okay, so who are you learning from? So very important po yun na sino yung mga tao na natututo ka. So ilista niyo po. Because if you say, yeah, I'm learning from someone, so who? Tignan niyo po, ilista niyo because you might be surprised that there's nothing. Yeah, I know you're learning from your dad. That's good. But there should be someone a little bit more higher than that. Okay? Kasi nga si Papa, oftentimes magiging bias siya kasi anak ka niya. So will give you only what you need and what you're asking for. But when you're leveling up yourself, you look for a mentor na who will really open doors of new ideas and new thoughts sa inyo. So who are you learning from? Number five, what talents and skill do you have? Oftentimes than not, what is highlighted is what you don't have. Bakit ako hindi ako marunong sumay? Ba't hindi ako marunong kumanta? Bakit hindi ako hektek? Bakit we doubt so much ourselves, pero hindi natin tinitingnan anong yung meron tayo. Kaya ano yung mga talents and skills na meron tayo? Currently, when I was, doing my readings, okay, for this topic, ang number one ngayon na talagang top skill is the computer, being computer savvy. Ganun po talaga. At hindi siya too late for anyone. It's not too late for anyone to learn the computer, to learn the different app. You know what? I feel so good, no, being able to do. If I'm doing a lot of posting in the different Facebook that I have, those are with designs. Ginagawa ko po yan sa Canva. And I'm just so happy. Other people now are leveling up, no? Ginagawa nila yung Rise Up Creative. Hindi pa ako nandun. Nini-enjoy ko pa yung Canva. And later, feeling ko, magle-level up ako, pupunta ako dun sa Rise Up Creative. These are small things, but like, may ganito palang mundo. Kasi nga dati po, yung mundo ko is the nursing world and all I knew is there. And at the time in the season of my life, nakain ko po at nainom at na-embrace ko lahat yon. Ngayon, I'm pulled out from it and I wanna be able to like embrace also the world I'm in right now without forgetting what I had before. So those are treasures. And I'm very happy with all those and it enriched me as a person. So what talents and skill do you have? You do not discount anything that you can do because there are people who cannot do what you can do. Okay? And may mga tao naman na ginagawa nila yung mga hindi mo nagagawa. So all of these things cannot be like, hindi mo pwedeng lagyan ng less value. All of those are valuable because remember, we're all created in the image of God and whatever gifts that we have, binigay niya yan sa atin. Because all those talents and skill is yun po ay gagamitin natin sa purpose natin sa buhay natin. So, what talent and skill do you have? Focus on that so that you will be helped to overcome self-doubt because self-doubt is looking of your inability. So, kaya ko ba yun? You're questioning yourself. But when you like put on, ano nga ba yung mga talent and skill ko? Makikita mo, marami lang pala akong kayang gawin. So, it helps you up, it levels you up. Next is, what are your previous achievements? Sabi ko nga, palagi tayong naisip natin yung failure, yung hindi nagagawa. But I'm pretty sure there was one, two, or three na mga bagay na nagawa mo sa sarili mo. Achievement. Again, you do not compare yourself with other people. You look at yourself and what you have accomplished so far. Kahit ngayong, no, you're able to speak in public, you're able to post something, that's already, that's an achievement kasi nga hindi mo siya, it's a level up kasi hindi mo siya nagagawa noon. So every accomplishment start always with the decision to try. So your achievement, it has, kahit no matter how small it is, you're able to achieve that because you willed yourself to try it. Diba? You took a risk. You took a step to do it, kaya na-accomplish mo siya. And that in itself is an achievement. And lastly, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Oftentimes, when self-doubt is in, it's simply because lumaki yung kakulangan mo kaysa kung ano yung meron ka. And being grateful will allow you to move, okay, from the feeling of lack, yung wala, from a feeling of lack to feeling fulfilled. Feeling fulfilled kasi meron kang nakikita. There's something so much to be grateful for. There's so much. Your life, your breathing, the fact na hindi ka na COVID, you have to be grateful. The fact na may bahay ka, na sa'yo yan, you're grateful. The fact that you're able to help someone, the fact that you're able to nurture people, you ease their kahit like yung mga service workers or the janitors, all of them. Our life could never be, someone else's life would never be as beautiful as it is right now kung wala yung mga taong yan nagbibigay sa atin ng ganyang comfort and peace. So, what are you grateful for? Think of it. Okay? Because when you are grateful, according to Anthony Robbins, when you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. So nawawala yung takot, nawawala yung pag-aalangan, and you level up, you're able to face to whatever it is that you're undergoing. So abundance appears. Bakit? Kasi energy is high, you believe in yourself, self-esteem is high, you're able to do things. So what are you grateful for? Okay. So these are the things now that the seven things that I'm sharing with you how you can overcome self-doubt. As I've said, it will always come time and time again, but you are a person with choices. You're a person with capability to make a decision to say, I'm not going to be overwhelmed by self-doubt. I am capable to stand. I am a person created by God for a purpose and a reason. And the abilities that I have is mine, and I'm celebrating it, and I can do things because I am able. I am able. So yun po. So if you want like a deeper conversation how you gonna start off, no? I give a free discovery call. Wag po kayo mag-alangan. You message me. Let's do one time, big time, free discovery call, no? Gawin natin yan. Connect with me. Virtual, I do that. One-on-one, I do that. Take the leap. Take the leap and see how it's going to happen. So connect with me. Let's have that conversation. How you're gonna overcome that self-doubt. Okay. So I also like to invite, every parent and every mom and dad. There are really struggles going on. Is high, depression is high, you know, mental health challenges is high, and oftentimes the struggle begins at home. But mental health, fitness begins at home as well. So if you're a parent, if you're a mom, you're having undergoing some struggle connecting with your kids, you cannot understand them, connect with me. Okay, I have a program. This is a standing program. What matters? Understanding your kids, and we will be talking here about generational gap, your uniqueness as a parent. How can you complement the uniqueness of your child? And then you will come out with a ready step by step, uh, action plan of what you can do to connect with your kid and to create a safe space, because connection happens when the child feels safe. And safe means I'm able to speak my thought, I'm not being judged, hindi ako susupalpalin, hindi ako tatawanan, and my views and whatever it is that I'm speaking and expressing is valid and is important, and it matters and it value to the people I'm expressing. So uh, like really, like, invite parents, for you who are listening with me right now and you feel like may mga parents na kilala kayo na ganito, share them the ad, talk to them, tell them I'm having this, and connect them with me. Let us help people. There are a lot of parents right now who are desperate for help but they don't know where to look. So just if you've learned from them, connect them with me so that mag-end na po yung suffering nila. I'm very like, my heart really is into this program because this is a program na dinaanan ko po with my kids, and now we are journeying into recovery. So I know that this works. Next is journey to courageous living amidst mental health challenges, whatever you have, um, anxiety, depression, whatever it is, but you want to live courageously, especially at this time in this pandemic. Connect with me. There are 6 modules there. Let's talk about this and let's see how you're going to journey with this one. Connect them with me. If it's not you, just share and circulate. Do not keep the Life Coach Philippines, the coaches that you know, or me as a secret. Tell people that there is such a profession that will help them to gain clarity and confidence within themselves, and that they can live life more meaningfully and the best version of who they can be. They can be that. Okay? So, as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we're doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So this is the Be Learning e-card that you're seeing. I'm inviting you to join and be part of the Be Learning journey for living smarter with monthly perks. So last May, Master Coach A launched the Be Learning Society. I'm a part of that. Okay, I'm one of the mental model collector. Okay, so this is the 10th maker of Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. So it's actually for a cause kasi po, Master Coach has this vision of a mental fitness a haven. It's a home for people who are mentally challenged and want to really like level up. Gusto nilang maging mentally fit. So dyan po sila pupunta. Okay? Now this being hosted by Decaf Coffee Republic. So they're hosting the Be Learning e-card. Ito pong nakikita ninyo. So this will unlock, if you're part of this one, this will unlock uh, opportunities for smarter living with monthly perks. So if you get this card, you get a 5% discount for food and beverage if you order with pickup, no? Kahit nandito po kayo, pwede po yan. Mag-order lang kayo, tapos i-surprise nyo yung mga kaibigan nyo sa Manila. Okay? So, 5% food and beverage discount from DCAP. The second monthly perk is you get to sit in the mental model masterclass by Master Coach A. Yun po yung pinaka, like, to me, it's level up. It's level up kasi level up ang learning. So, this is happening every third Saturday of the month. Third Saturday, and of course, you will have a 90-minute coaching session. So if you're my friend and you're not comfortable with me, if you get the B-Learning e-card, you can choose the coach you want to go to have the coaching session. Pwede po yun. Pwede po yun siya. Okay? Coaching session from senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Ito tayo mga well-experienced na po ito mga senior coaches. So you get a coaching session with me. Maximize the card. Kasi nga, like, you know what? Life coaching really like level me up. And I believe, it leveled up my family and my children, so it will level you up. Okay, 90 minutes free coaching session. And of course, um, it's priceless. Priceless po itong mga binibigay na freebies. Okay? So, for this month's mental model masterclass, we will have a schedule this August 21. This Saturday na po ito. This is this Saturday, August 21. And Master Kochi is going to be talking about the polymath. Okay? So it's about the polymath. And siguro you're not familiar with polymath just like with me. A polymath is actually like a word for someone who is the jack of all trade, master of none. And I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that word. Familiar po kayo dyan, di ba, sa word na yan, no? I have an uncle who is that. Like, he is all over the place. So many ideas. Okay, so when you talk about mental model, it's actually a framework, it's a mindset, it's a worldview. Okay, so join us this coming August 21 at 7 p.m. And if you want to really like level up, no, because you can apply all this mental model in different areas of your life. Kasi meron po talaga tayong sariling mental model. But when you got to learn other mental model, pwede mo siyang gamitin for you in whatever situation na appropriate na gagamitan mo siya. But basically, all the mental models, sa tingin ko po, is lahat po ito ay na-apply sa different areas ng buhay. Okay? So, this is the Be Learning Society Mental Model Masterclass 21st Century. Ngayong modern na po. Century na polymath. So, 9 unknown ways to succeed in your field. Excuse me. Okay? So, ito po yung jack of all trades na master of none. So, maganda po siyang like, i-open up, no, at talagang level up yung mental energy. You're gonna learn from it. Never be afraid to learn. Never be afraid to took a new concept. Because ito po, new concept, if you do not learn it ngayon, lulutuin po yan ng brain and eventually you'll get the hang out of it po. Okay? So, join us this coming August 21 at 7 p.m. And if you're an individual who wanted to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coaching now offers co-actively co-create life certification program. Okay? So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life. So so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes 21-day web-based learning. So parang modular siya, parang nag-module, no? Papasok ka sa Rizuko, you will get to answer 21 days. May lesson siya at hindi po siya difficult because definitely if it's going to be about life, you know your life. Okay, so baka kasagot ko kayo dito. So 21-day web-based learning, 3-day, and you gotta sit in a 3-day, like 3 weekends po ito, of live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A. And it's such like level up learning. When it's Master Coach A, truly level up learning po ito. And also, you get to attend a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaches. Okay, so the program also comes with other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. And if you want me to facilitate you, just PM me so I'll facilitate you so that you can join the next schedule. This coming, I believe, August 24, if I'm not mistaken, for the certification class. So do join us. So ayun po lahat yung announcement natin. Do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Murin for coaching for single living at 4 p.m. So mga single friends, tawagin sila so they gotta learn, they gotta level up. Matuto sila paano maghintay kay Mr. Right at habang nag-prepare, ano yung i-prepare para you are Miss Right para pag dumating si Mr. Right, siwak kayo. So mamaya po yan sa 4 p.m. no? And do not forget, you can invite your friends. You can just hop into Life Coach Philippines. We all always have coaching thing talk Monday to Sunday. Walang tigil yan. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m. to give your life and to give your digital space all the things that you need that will cater to whatever it is that you are, the situation you are in right now. So maraming salamat for joining me, coaches. Hello, Kathy, thank you for joining me. Say hello to Julie for me and the rest of the nurses in EVRNC. And once again, this is Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.